Let's start with Running on Empty, recorded in Maryland. Was this a thrill for you guys? Was it challenging? Was it? Tell us about it. Come on, Lee. Lund.
Well, I mean, it was challenging. The one thing I want to say about Running on Empty, it's one of the absolute purest live albums you're ever going to hear. So many bands release live albums, and the only thing live is the audience response. And they've gone back in the studio and replaced everything and fine-tweaked it all. There are mistakes on this record if you really know what to listen for and stuff. And that was all forfeited for vibe and feel and energy. And it's really an honest record.
Yeah, it was an incredible experience. What he said, I'll stand by that.
Thank you.
Also, you know, we were doing original material, Jackson's original tunes, and the response was like they'd been hearing him their whole lives. The response to all those tunes was huge. And we hit Running on Empty, and everyone lit up like they'd already heard it 100 times. And it was really a bold move on Jackson's part. If anyone that knows Jackson knows that he puts it all on the line and doesn't mind taking chances. As a matter of fact, that's the only way he'll go, is to take chances. And we were, as Leland said, flying by the seat of our pants. But we brought it. We brought it, and we left it on the stage. Yeah.
I was talking with David Hewitt about a week ago about this, and he said that he told me that Jackson was so happy that he could finally pay you guys a decent wage for the show.
That wasn't that decent.
Oh,
first of all,
There's one thing that I heard today from Jackson that I forgot, and he told us this on stage. The night before we recorded that, he and Danny stayed up pretty late working on the arrangement, as you can imagine. And when we recorded it that day, it was fresh. We were really listening to play it right, so it has a real innocence about it, although it's powerful. But I had totally forgotten that when he mentioned that today.
I completely forgot it.
Yeah,
I forgot it too. I don't think it's true.
How about Craig? Do you remember?
No, I agree with Danny. I don't remember that specific rehearsal of it. But I would like to go back to something. You were talking about Greg Ladani, and he was such a great and integral part of this, and he was such a great friend to all four of us. But Running on Empty, the record itself, it was so remarkable to me because it's a rock and roll record, and it's a rock and roll record where you can actually hear the acoustic piano. And that doesn't happen in a lot of rock bands. You put three guitars on that stage, you've got not only Danny, Jackson playing, and David Lindley on slide, and Greg Ladani mixes a record of Running on Empty, and you can actually hear the piano. So, and I always joked about that with Greg, you know, and he just would laugh it off. But he had a really great set of ears and sensibility to being able to get with this live thing that we did all there. You know, you could hear everybody's part, and it was just a terrific experience.
Yeah, but I'll tell you one of the best things about that, the tour itself, was the fact that Jackson gave us the opportunity as the section to open the show with our music. And that really made it a unique evening because what we did was kind of so different than Jackson's music that the audience really got this whole other perspective of things. So we were out there playing basically rock fusion, instrumental music, and then we would come right back out on stage and then start Jackson's show. So it gave us a real format for us to get our music out there, which was really something that nobody knew what the hell to do with. So I was always felt indebted to Jackson for having the courage to say, come on, you guys just you do your set, go out there and play. And a lot of the craziest stuff that happened on the tour happened for me, because of our set and not because of Jackson's, because we really had him dialed in. But it was thrilling to work on it. I mean, not to kind of gloat over these guys, but I feel so blessed in my career to have been associated with these three guys. The music we got to make together and the experiences we've had over all these decades, judging by the picture on the wall, it has been decades.
All right, everybody, thank you very much. Let's give them the
Thank you so much.
biggest applause of the day. The Section.